What's up, fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Mr. Seasons, your go-to for all things fresh, refined, and seriously scented. Today's comparison, a heavyweight designer classic versus a wallet-friendly challenger that's turning heads. I'm talking about legendary Bleu De Chanel versus Armaf Club de Nuit Iconic, a fragrance that many say smells strikingly similar at a fraction of the price. Now, it's often said that Bleu De Chanel EDP is even closer in scent to the Armaf. But today, we're working with the perfume version, the Parfum. So let's see just how close they really are. Time to spray and sniff. Let's get seasoned. Bleu De Chanel first. That signature bleu, smooth, citrus, smoky incense, and rich woody fragrance. It's classic, it's confident, and it's undeniably Chanel. Let's go now with the Armaf Club de Nuit Iconic fragrance and compare them. Strikingly similar, and it's interesting because straight away you get that citrus blast, but it's a lot harsher and there's a bit more syntheticism. Does that make any sense? It's a bit more synthetic. The DNA from the two, very closely matched. So let's talk about the opening on Bleu De Chanel Parfum. It opens up with that beautiful bergamot and citrus, a zesty lemon sniff up the old Nostradamus. And then it settles into a warm, cozy sandalwood dry down. It smells quality, it smells luxurious, it's refined, and it's timeless. Armaf Iconic, on the other hand, strikingly similar direction, citrus and woods, that same smoky undertone, but it opens with a bit of a chemical sharpness, and you can't get away from that. Not unpleasant, but you can tell the materials are just more synthetic. If we're to talk about where both fragrances have similarities, you would say the citrus opening, straight off the bat, the bergamot, the lemon, the zest, grapefruit in there as well. And then you've got the heart of the fragrances where the smoky incense and woody vibes come in. And you've got a base that's ambery and musky and manly and very masculine. So both fragrances mass appealing for sure. Crowd pleasing fragrances. Yeah, these two fragrances are cut from the same cloth. You would probably say around about 80-85% similarities, but you can't kid a kidder. The transitions in Bleu De Chanel are just much more smoother, more elegant. The dry down is creamier and it's more cohesive. Iconic dries down much quicker and it's harsher and it dissipates quicker than Bleu De Chanel. Now, if we talk about the real kicker, it's the price. That's where the difference is, because Bleu De Chanel is going to cost you around about 120 to 145 pounds, that's Great British pounds, or about 150 to 180 USD. And then you've got Armaf Club de Nuit for 105 mils, I think this is. Why you get an extra 5 mils, I don't know, but you do. Yeah, 105 mils. That's around $35 to $50, so there's huge savings. You're compromising a little bit on the quality, but you're saving massively on the money. I guess now the real question is, does Armaf smell 75% cheaper than Bleu De Chanel? Or is it punching above its weight? Performance differences, Bleu De Chanel has that edge. It's just far more quality, higher quality ingredients, and the transitions are smoother. It's a better overall package. Armaf Iconic, although similar, smells harsher, more synthetic, but it's mighty close. Longevity, very similar on both fragrances. You're going to get a good 8 hours or even more from Bleu De Chanel, whereas with Iconic, you're probably going to be lucky to get about 6 or 7 hours. But hey, comparables. The projection on Iconic is louder and harsher, and then it dissipates very quickly, whereas with Bleu De Chanel, you get a really nice sillage, a nice trail, a nice scent trail, and it's better overall package. Look, if you care about refinement and smoothness and quality of transition, then obviously Bleu De Chanel wins. But if you're wanting something with Bleu De Chanel vibes, Iconic is a good choice. So here's the final verdict. You want my honest take on it? Armaf Club de Nuit Iconic smells 80 to 85% like Bleu De Chanel Parfum. From a distance and in passing, most people wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. But, and there's a huge but, Bleu De Chanel just has that unmistakable polish, that class, that refinement, that expense, that luxury, and that's what makes it Chanel. If you're balling on a budget, absolutely Iconic is a smart pickup. Great for daily wear, layering, or if you don't want to use Bleu De Chanel too often, you can go for Iconic. But if you want that timeless, smooth and unmistakable refined signature scent, you just can't beat the original Bleu De Chanel. That's my final verdict. My vote goes with Bleu De Chanel. So what do you think? Have you tried these? Can a clone really replicate a classic? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I appreciate you watching the video. Please consider subscribing to Mr. Seasons. And until the next time, get on out there, keep on sniffing, get those scents up Nostradamus and get seasoned.